on? No, I can't see Kyle. He's cut off. Got the church music playing. Lining me up. I'm actually looking for you right now. Oh, it's not going to show me, never mind. So you get some stuff done on the truck? And now I'll come in and I'll be like, hallelujah!
That and go away.
What's happening, all my YouTube peeps? Thanks for tuning back into the channel for another lovely sermon here with the Rustbelt mechanic, the Captain Ron, and tonight we're going to be having us a special guest, the Tool Time King himself, Mr. JRC54, right here for you.
Look at that guy. He's like,
What's up, guys?
down there.
Praise the tool, Jesus.
Hang on.
I made it to church this week.
And you guys are going to have to let me know how audio sounds for him. This is something completely new that we're trying out, so if the audio needs to be a little bit higher for him or a little bit lower or whatever, just let me know in chat. We'll have that up and going. So, welcome, JRC.
Thanks for having me, guys.
I'm going to crack one open for you.
The
Yeah, you still owe me a
monsters.
Some
few.
monsters, though.
Tell you what, guys, I have my ace kicked today. I went into work this morning, thought I was gonna, get some good stuff rolling. I hadn't done any truck content in a long time, and I figured, okay, let's do some Duramax stuff because I ran into some really good deals on parts this week. Turned out really awesome. I get it in, and then I start running into one little thing. I'm like, it's all right. I'm kicking ass. It's going good. And then like halfway through, I realized half the hardware doesn't work with what I got, and then I just ran into more issues because aftermarket parts that I was using weren't from the same manufacturer. So 11 hours later, the truck is back together. I do have one other small issue still, but it is back together, and I didn't get a video in this weekend. So I do apologize about that one, guys.
Womp womp.
But
things happen.
I know. So when
Ron did, though.
I got
Checked out
one
Ron's
in.
video last night.
yeah, you did.
I got one in, and I've got one person who's already grilled me for it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You knew you'd get that one.
Oh, I know.
I told you would.
Oh, I know I would. and I'm
So,
okay
so
with it.
Jonathan says it sounds like I'm on the bottom of a garbage can.
Yeah, and I mean, like I said, guys, you're going to have to bear with us. JRC's got this fancy new computer of his, and I don't think he has all the settings right. So sometime this week, I'm going to set up with him a way for me to remote access into his computer, and then we'll get everything squared away. So I apologize for the audio issues. Wait a minute, hang on. Say something, JRC.
Testing 1, 2. Ron's a tool.
Okay. Okay. We're going to say bye to you right now. And no, I'm kidding. However, we do.
Yeah, hey, you're cutting out. Oh, there he goes. He's gone.
That's going to be an issue. Well, we're just going to have to deal with it. If you guys get a lot of echo from him, I'm sorry. There's not a whole lot I can do.
Maybe because both my mics are on?
Well, it's the problem is that I've got a second monitor set up, and then I've got a condenser mic set up right next to it. So you're probably coming through both our microphone and through the stream itself. So
yeah, that could do it.
Yeah, we'll get this figured out for next time. But for right now, just kind of bear with us. Or you can put that way over there and see if that makes a difference.
There we go. So
What's up, Corey?
I want to hear from Mr. JRC54 and you guys here in the chat too. When you guys got in on these big projects and stuff that you thought was going to be an easy thing, you're like, yeah, I'm going to knock this thing out, and then all of a sudden, like 4 hours later, you get your ass kicked on it. You know, that's one of those big things I absolutely hate, especially working flat rate. Jimmy, I'm sure you do too.
It almost happens every job.
Every job here in the Rustbelt.
Yeah.
Rustified.
You're almost surprised when it doesn't happen.
Oh, yeah, that's not even kidding. Yeah. How many brake lines have you done here in the last couple of weeks?
Don't even get me started. I've had it up to here with brake lines and fuel lines.
Yep. How we got in the house today? We got 410, Old Car Auto Tech. Yeah, Old Car Auto Guy. I saw that you guys put out a couple of good videos this weekend. That was really awesome.
I also gave him a shout out on my video.
Yeah. Dano's Toolbox in the house. What's up, guys? So yeah, we had a fun time doing that one. As far as tool stuff went this week, you know, I didn't really get a whole lot off the Snap-on truck, not compared to Jim here. How many of those Snap-on Dream Drive tickets did you get yourself this week?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I got one more day to get it off of them. I'll be a little over 500 by Thursday.
Dude, that's nuts.
Yeah.
I would have gotten more this week, but my dealer ran out. So that kind of sucked.
Yeah, I'm hoping everybody's getting their Dream Drive tickets.
It's actually not that bad, so.
Because they said if whoever wins, whatever dealership, if they pick wins the Indiana Mecum thing, they get 30 grand too.
Yep, they sure do. Which is actually a really cool thing for Snap-on. You know, they don't let any of their employees, you know, usually get in on any of the promotions or anything like that. So they're always running them, but they never get in on them. But this time, they actually get a go in on it. So they're actually really motivated to get all their tickets out and make sure everybody, you know, gets them in.
And I noticed towards the end here, he's like handing them out extrally now, because I guess there's not a whole lot of people on the route that are interested in it or buying stuff. So he's just trying to give them away at this point.
Jeez, man, send them my way. Grab it, man.
He shocked me that last one. He really did. But I mean that thermal imager, you know, that was a hefty tool. I also got the 1/4-inch tech angle too, so I got all three of them.
Right.
Autobahn Dan said his dealer just threw his away.
That's
yeah. It's probably not the only dealer that's done that. I know my old dealer, he was more old school. He wasn't into stuff like this, so it's actually real new stuff to me.
Yeah.
What's up, Warren?
That's nuts.
And he wants me to get on the truck and do a truck tour. He's down. He actually wants to start a YouTube channel. Wait till you guys meet this guy, Reed. He's cool. The coolest Snap-on guy so far.
That's really cool. Yeah, it's always nice when you have a Snap-on and a tool and dealer rep that is actually, you know, good and wants to get involved with his clients.
Yeah, and hip to the new technology and stuff. You get those old school guys, or like your guy, camera shy and stuff. This guy's actually thinking about starting something, a channel, and
we've
he wants to show
Kevin
the stuff.
there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice when they actually get involved, not just in YouTube stuff, but just in, you know, in general, where he shows up to people's shops and is generally interested in what's going on in their day-to-day stuff, and, you know, actually able to turn on a conversation with your clients. And that's one of the biggest things I think is, you know, for any part of this industry, is the clientele that you guys build is someone you guys have to have some kind of a really good rapport with. And, you know, just having the little things like that is really nice. But kind of segueing into that, here in the automotive sector, you know, we've kind of gotten away from the... what are you doing?
Don't worry about what I'm doing.
We've kind of gotten away from the old-time kind of guys who are, you know, the customer is always right no matter what. And I know that we try to build a good rapport with our customers and all, but I want to hear from you guys and the kind of shops and dealerships that you guys work with on how well your dealership or how well your independent shop has moved towards being on a technician mind, trying to keep them in line. I know it's kind of hard for Jim since you're the only guy right there in the shop that you got to keep happy. But
until I can find somebody.
Yeah, you don't have to keep a whole lot of other guys happy. But how well do your guys' service writers actually, take you guys into account when you're talking about warranty gigs, when you're talking about, getting the customer in for a comeback when, they said, oh, my check engine light came on, you just did brakes yesterday.
Old Car Auto Guy says, customers are not always right, however, they are number one.
That is a good way to put it.
Yeah.
I would have to say that one.
Yep.
So, Jim, how do you come about if you had that situation where, that customer that you've had for a long time, always had a good rapport with and everything, you just did something on their vehicle and the next day they come in and they've got this other issue and they swear that, it never happened, but, you just worked on it, even though it obviously has nothing to do with what you just did.
Yeah, I mean, I know exactly where you're going with it. And this is something I've been dealing with pretty much my whole mechanical career. And even when I used to work with my old man, I mean, we would do batteries on these people's cars, and they'd come back and say, "You blew out my taillight," and something that's nowhere near where we were. but I actually dealing with one right now on a I was real busy at the shop these last couple of weeks, so I actually farmed out a trans job, and this is his third time back, and I mean, he's trying to blame. It was on a Tahoe, so he had an oil pressure switch problem, a lot of typical things wrong with this thing, and he's trying to blame it on the trans. So this is just something I've been dealing with. I mean, obviously he paid some money. I made a little bit off the deal. I really took really good care of this guy, but I mean, now he's just like, oh, now it feels like my car's got no power and I'm getting bad gas mileage and everything else. So it's, you kind of do what you can to make them happy up to a point. But I've actually, I mean, me being because I can't, I've actually got to the point where I just, told customers, hey, there's nothing I can do for you, but I can. Obviously, if I work for somebody, but they got to be, you got to be able to tell. You know what I mean? Sometimes you can tell when they're walking all over you. But you try to make them happy till you can, until it's unfair, and then, I honestly tell them to piss off, but that's just me. You can't always make them happy.
Right.
So.
Yeah, exactly, and that's one of the biggest things. It kind of sucks, but how often also do you find yourself having those extra needy customers where they'll come into your shop for like this? I got the temperature dropped 40 degrees, and can you put air in my tires? You don't how often we have that coming through the service drive. This, and it's not like it's the little old granny from down the street who's like 95 years old. No, it's like the 22-year-old guy that's like, yeah, man, I just my tire light came on. I bought my vehicle from you. Can you throw air in it real quick?
Yeah, we all get those.
People are getting less and less capable these days, and that's kind of the depressing part. How much little that people want to have any involvement in their vehicles at all.
Yeah, you get a call from a customer saying my check engine light's on or my maintenance required light's on, and then I ask them, when's the last time they had their oil done or checked the oil? They go, how do I do that? How do I check my oil? I mean, these people don't even know how to pop their own hoods nowadays.
Is that a video I'm gonna have to do? How to check your oil?
How to pop your oil?
or to keep into
gas
that.
Is on the right.
How do you keep track of your oil changes and checking oil too?
Yeah.
That's one of the bigger things that we've run into lately. Also, a lot of companies who do aftermarket warranties, which is a big thing in the industry right now. There's, probably, hundreds of different aftermarket warranty companies that you see on television when you go to buy your car from even a little lot. They try to sell these warranties because they make good money on selling the warranties too. But how often we're getting these customers coming in that have an issue with their car and it's something major. And these warranty companies, they're getting more stringent now. They want oil change records. They want tire rotation records. All your standard maintenance, if it was done to spec when you were supposed to do it. We've got one right now, a ProMaster. It's a 2015 ProMaster, which is just out of factory warranty, but he has an aftermarket warranty. He's having it for like 6 months, and he's put like 80,000 miles on it in like 6.5 months, which is crazy in itself. So, it would be a covered thing under his contract. It ended up jumping time, bent a whole bunch of valves, messed the cam up. It's toast.
Mm-hmm.
So, then we go to check the oil, there's no oil in it. And then we go check for leaks, there's no leaks. And then we go to ask him, so when's the last time you get your oil changed? They're like, we've had this Firestone place down here do it for, ever. All right, well, it's covered under your warranty, but we're going to need to see your oil change records. And how many people do you find running into that they don't keep records of their stuff either? It's so frustrating.
Is it bad that we don't keep... I mean, I don't keep record of it.
I do.
Probably should.
I get calls from customers asking me, if they got warranty stuff, they go, hey, can you pull up all my records for my oil changes? Obviously my Napa Track saves all that. The invoicing system saves all that for them. But, you should have that yourself. When I give them their copy, I tell them, here, this is something for the mail, your glove box. This is not for you. Put this in your glove box.
Yeah. Yep, exactly.
American Bumper to Bumper said, we had a guy this past Friday complaining he didn't have any heat. Sent a tech out to check it, and the AC was on cold, full blast.
Yep. Those ID10T errors.
Uh-huh.
It's funny you mentioned that American Bumper to Bumper. I actually got a customer that's been with me for a while now. She's got Alzheimer's, and she stops by the shop once a week because she has no heat, she says. And her heat's on, the dial's on, but she doesn't know how to, she always forgets how to turn up the speed. So it's, it's barely blowing out. You can barely, so every time me and my wife have to go out there and tell you, here, Margaret, you got to turn it up to 4. Now you can feel the heat. So this last time, I printed her out a little printer, that little label maker, and I stuck it right on her dash saying, turn this one up for speed, turn this one up for temperature. So we'll see if she's back next week.
Is this the same lady who stops in when you're closed too?
She'll come in right before closing, and actually she comes in every Thursday right before the Snap-on guy gets there. So I'll know when she gets there. I know Snap-on's pulling up any minute now.
Yeah.
It's like clockwork with her. I swear, and she's getting worse. She don't remember conversations. She asks me my name every time. I mean, it's getting pretty bad, and it's taking up valuable time. So, but yeah, we get that all the time. Customers like that.
Jason said he offers $25 oil changes in an effort to have their customers come in so they keep records in our system, which is a really good thing. Not just to have the records in their system, but one of the other dealerships that I used to work at, they used to do that whenever they sold a used car on their used car lot. They got free 5-quart oil change. So if you had a 6 or 7-quart oil change, it was a little more. You got free oil changes for the life of that vehicle. Absolutely free. So every time they'd come in, that was a bigger dealership too.
Yeah.
Where they had 3 or 4 lube techs who they're paying like $8 to $10 an hour, just nothing to be able to crank out these oil changes. But how awesome is that? So these customers are getting these free oil changes, which, you've got like $30 in, and then you're doing upsells off of that because the customer already thinks, wow, I already got a free oil change and stuff. But just, either that or a discount, like he said.
But then you also got those people who's like, I come in for my free oil change and that's it.
There's always going to be that person. And those kind of people are frustrating. And we get those where, we'll bring their vehicle in and it needs like 3 recalls. And we put it up in the air to do the recall and we find out all their tie rod ends getting ready to fall off or losing a ball joint. And we go to quote it to them. They're like, well, is that covered under my warranty? No. Well, don't do that one then. Don't worry about that. I'm like, well, you're not going to if I put it down on the ground, the ball joint's probably going to fall out. That's all right. We'll make it.
Yeah, that's usually when they come to me. I get customers like that all the time. They'll call me up, be like, yeah, well, my free oil changes are up. I'm going to start coming to you now or whatever, And then by the time they get to me, there's so much stuff that, they didn't want to do with the dealership. It's like, gee, this car's not even worth fixing at this point,
Yep.
You care to catch up with chat real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Eric asked how we liked all our free stuff.
Oh, Eric, I showed it on live stream.
Yeah, last week.
The knives and everything. Do we use those knives all the time? I love
use those
stuff.
Knives all the time.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, we use them all the time. They're great.
They are friggin' awesome. They are friggin' awesome knives.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Old car auto guy said I have no heat when it's negative 25.
Yep.
How about those customers that come in complaining about a certain issue, and once you diagnose it, they're like, oh, by the way, the parts are in the trunk.
Either that or they'll add on like 7 different things.
Yep.
How often do you have where they set up a something on their schedule, like, oh yeah, my check engine light was on, and they set up your appointment with you, and then when they actually come in, they're like, oh yeah, I need an oil change, I will need a trans service. Can you look at, it's got a brake noise in the rear, can you look at, it's got a turn signals that's kind of flashes here and there. Oh, and my fuel economy, it's not real great. Can you check that too?
Or the mysterious flashing fog light.
Yeah, so you have a check engine light that turns into like a 2-page thing, and you're like, well, where was that on the schedule for the day? It just totally messes up the schedule.
Well, if I'm paying for diagnose, it makes this noise, and sometimes when you drive it long enough, it starts to stutter. I need you to check into that. And this door sticks every once in a while.
Oh, yeah. Plus those things that you're never going to find unless you actually have the vehicle for like 3 days straight. That's one of the biggest things that absolutely kills me is customers, they bring their car in and they're like, well, it has this issue, but only like once every 3 weeks, if that. Like, I don't understand how some of these customers expect you to find it if they don't even know how to recreate it on a normal basis, or to understand what they're explaining even for that, because customers, they don't know how to explain half the things anymore either. Yeah. It's kind of frustrating that they don't get exactly what you're trying to look for on top of that.
Yeah. Chaz Tea Party says, love the new tool review videos, Rustbelt.
Thanks, man.
As a tech student, I've added a lot of tools to my arsenal that I wouldn't have known about.
We'll tell you, one of the biggest things I found, I did the review on those extended ratchet wrenches from Matco. Dude, I tell you what, I did. So today on the Duramax, I did performance manifolds. I did 2-inch up pipes, and we did a performance tune to it, and a new down pipe as well. Those up pipes and the heat shields on that, I don't know how anybody could do anything on a Duramax when it comes to exhaust work without like a 10-inch extended ratchet wrench. I used it like 10 times today.
Glad you had it then, right?
Yeah, I hadn't used that set but like once or twice in little areas.
You even had me bring you a tool from home because you didn't have one.
Yeah, a cheap 12mm 12-point socket today.
Yep. Just
because of the stupid fasteners I had to use.
Yep. Let's see. Eric said he had missed last week because he had to work. Audubon said I missed the bottle opener giveaway. Aiden says I'm the man.
Yep,
that's right. Is that a Walmart heat taster pack behind you? He's talking about the
actually Big Lots.
the hot sauce pack.
Big Lots. My sister got me this for Christmas this year, and I love hot sauce. I really do. So
who else is waiting for that pot to fall down?
No, that ain't going nowhere. Whatever. But this one, we'll pick one out, and every time we go through one, we'll just get another one so we can get through it. And
eventually we'll get all the way up there.
We're almost through the first one. So next one coming up is
pepper sauce?
Wild Pairings pepper sauce. So we're going to have to try that one next.
Obviously, we're starting with the tame side of it. Let's see. What else we got? Got an old school Snap-on bottle opener. My Instagram coming soon. My favorite is a car made a noise once. Can you look it over?
Exactly. Is it set up to do a giveaway?
It can be.
Okay.
I wasn't aware of us doing one.
We are going to do a giveaway. I've got to go in and get it because I forgot.
Between the three of us, there's plenty of stuff to give away.
Oh yeah, I've got a good one for this week, especially since St. Paddy's Day is coming around the corner.
Oh yeah.
I've got some cool stuff, tool and Snap-on wise, to be able to give away for that one. So we'll do that here in just a minute. Yeah.
Why are we skipping frames?
I don't know what.
Thanks, Warner. I love it too.
Hell yeah, dude! That like computer setup is really awesome.
When are we gonna get a computer set up for out here, so I don't have to keep dragging the laptop out?
When it stays warm enough out here, and it's not Ohio. We've got a million other things going into the back tier too. We've got all of our tool heads crates. Our boxes are all getting put together. They're going to be shipped out on Friday. So I know the cutoff has already passed. So for you guys who didn't get your tool heads crate for this month, if you go to sign up now, it will be on for the second month, which will be going out in April. April 15th. They'll go out the 15th of every single month.
What do you want the command to be?
I don't care. Pick me.
Oh, okay. We'll leave it at that then.
Okay.
Let's see. Resets to make sure.
Technical goodies going on here.
Yep. Don't worry about us.
He says
Okay.
lagging big time.
Lagging bedtime? Yeah, I did.
It's all because of the clickies.
Probably. Yeah, it went away. So, yeah, bear with us, guys. I'm doing my best here.
Christine says she ordered hers, and if anybody hasn't, you need to go and check out her Instagram account as well. She's got a really good Instagram account. I found her the other day. She is actually a Chrysler technician over in Pennsylvania, and she's got a 6.1 Hemi swapped Dakota RT. If anybody hasn't, thought those Dakotas were fun enough, let's put a 6.1 Hemi in it.
Yeah.
Roast some tires, man.
And no Dick Skinner. This is not it. It may be the same hoodie, but it's not the same clothes. I do laundry.
You do.
I do laundry. do in my laundry.
Do you want to go get that giveaway stuff, or do you want?
I don't know, where's it at?
Well, you got to talk then.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
I'll talk to
Fix the lag.
Or we do have a third person here who can talk.
Yeah, talk, Jim.
Talk, Jim.
Yeah. I'll host them. Fix the lag.
So how's things going up in the Chicago?
It's getting close. The weather's coming, man. We got 40s this week. They're talking about 63 on Thursday or Friday.
I know, man. I'm ready for it here too. So
I actually washed the truck today. Got some of that salt off there.
I get to start school tomorrow. Yay!
Yeah, back to school.
Back to
Guys,
school.
Guys, check out Ron's video last night for the tire repair. Pretty good video. Very informational.
Although, like I said, people called me out on it, so
Well,
at least one person did.
That's why I like it, though. And you guys don't really do that stuff at the dealer, do you? Or do you do patches?
We have the stuff there to do them. So, if the customer requests it, we'll do it. But, we always want to make sure that, we give them the option to replace the tire first. But if they don't want to do it, then, we'll patch it or plug it, one of the two.
Yeah, I give them the option. I'll patch it. I don't plug it for them, but I'll give them the option. I don't care.
So, right.
Giveaway for you guys tonight. My Snap-on rep was cool enough. In the theme of St. Paddy's Day going on, we've got the Snap-on St. Paddy's Day bag. What is in this bag, you might say? It's going to be
shit.
Some Snap-on hoodie, which is kind of lame. All it's got is the little Snap-on logo with that on the arm.
And the rest of it is green.
The rest of it is just straight green. Straight green hoodie. And I'm sorry, I don't have all kinds of sizes. All I have is this one is a size extra large. So that's in the bag. What else is in the bag?
I don't know. What else is in the bag?
Snap-on St. Paddy's Day trucker hat. That's what you want.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yep. And a Snap-on St. Paddy's Day bottle opener. That's what we're getting in the bag.
Anything else in there?
Nope, that's it.
Okay.
That's all. We're going to give it all away as one. So for the giveaway tonight, we're going to put exclamation point pick me, and starting right now.
Rock and roll.
Yep.
Exclamation point pick me, and I will be able to send this one out to you guys this week, so you guys can enjoy it for St. Paddy's Day. Isn't that a cool?
Warren, I still got the Equinox. I'm waiting on the fender. When I ordered the fender, I ordered it painted, ready to go. Should be here this week.
Guys, make sure you're putting exclamation point pick me. If you guys want in on it, if you just type pick me, it will not work.
Exclamation mark pick me. And you can put it in a couple of times, but there will only be one entry per person.
Justin ATV hops in saying, let the freaking party start.
What?
Merry Christmas, y'all.
Is that Justin in the chat?
It is.
They come out of hibernation?
Yeah, they actually they let them home. They've been working them to death. Snap-on's been running them hard.
Everybody's getting in on this giveaway here.
Yeah, running.
We got plenty of time though. We still got like 4 minutes, 3.5 minutes. So.
Yep. So another thing that I saw in automotive news this last week, from again, I guess I'm just kind of biased towards the Chrysler side of things, so I pointed out to me. Chrysler said that they are going to be making a bigger footprint on the electric vehicle line, especially in their Jeep line. Every single Jeep, I think they said by the year 2022, will offer some form of hybrid or all-electric version of Jeep. At least offer that to them. So that's just another big standard that we're going to have to, step up on as a, technician industry, at least. Having to get more training.
One of my classes.
Yoda, you got to put exclamation point pick me, not hashtag.
Hashtag pick me.
You guys and your hashtags.
I almost said pound sign.
Hashtag pick me too. Yeah, this coming semester for me is going to be a hybrids class. So I've already went through the hybrid training course of it, of like how to be safe around them. But I think hopefully they'll get into a little more detail. The bad thing is that we don't have a whole lot of hybrid vehicles at school, so it's going to be hard to.
You guys, do you even have one?
I think we have like a Chevy Volt and stuff like that. Like we don't have any Chrysler. We don't have any Chrysler hybrid vehicles. So it's going to be hard to teach a hybrid class when you don't have a hybrid vehicle to work on.
It is. Like when I went to the first training for my hybrid certification, what we have? We had an all-electric hybrid certification. We had an all-electric
Fiat
500e. So you're like, wait, what is this?
When I went through the safety course, we had a Pacifica and we had a Fiat 500 to look at. That was all they had in there.
Yeah, so you're gonna start putting charging stations in the woods for the Jeeps too. You're just gonna have to. But that's one of the things that
they're gonna be
wrapping my head around. Putting an all-electric or hybrid, there's already some form of hybrid. They have the e-torque system in the Wrangler, but actually doing a full hybrid or a full electric Wrangler, can you imagine that one?
It just doesn't seem like it'd be.
That's like the totally wrong platform, at least in my
That's like the hippie
opinion.
The hippie tree hugger who wants to be off-roading but yet concerned about the environment.
Yeah, it's
hey,
kind of hard to do.
Audubon Dan says everybody and their mom has a Tesla here.
There's even a couple of Teslas here in little old Pickaway, Ohio.
I haven't seen them yet.
There's two of them.
I haven't seen them.
They come out in the summertime around me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do have a couple of charging stations. Our dealerships, since we are a hybrid dealer, we are able to sell them, so we have to have hybrid charge ports at our dealership, so we have two of them.
Yep. One up in the front, one in the back.
I think we're the only place in Piqua to have a hybrid charging station. Yeah, I don't think there are any more. There's one or two of them in Troy.
Troy has some, but I thought, like, Kroger had one.
Nope.
Well, maybe we should advertise that.
You would think, free charging for them. At least to get people there into the building. I think the worst thing that we've had, though, in hybrids, they really haven't been that bad of vehicles, but the biggest issue we have was not selling them, and they sit on the lot, and the worst thing you can do for a hybrid vehicle is let it sit.
Yep.
So, when they'd sit like 6, 8, 9 months, it would kind of suck. So, is it done?
It is done. It just finished. Finished, actually.
So, for the winner of the Snap-on giveaway,
drinking pack.
That's right. Let's do a drawing. Pick it. Pick it. Who's the winner?
Andy Austin. I don't know. Andy.
Andy who? Where's the name at?
It's right there in chat. Andy, or right here. Andy Austinson.
Andy
Whatever.
Ostinson.
I'm not good with
you
names.
are the winner.
Winner, chicken dinner. Sorry, JRC.
So congratulations, Andy. Make sure you get a hold of me. Either you can email me at therustbeltmechanic@gmail.com.
He's in here and he saw and he said, "Yay!" See right there, yay.
You can either message me, email me there, or you could go over to Instagram and message me directly on there. Get me your shipping info, and I will ship that one out to you this week so you can enjoy St. Paddy's Day and some fresh Snap-on gear. Hopefully you wear extra large because that's what size the hoodie is.
Are we doing any more giveaways?
No.
Okay. I'm going to close this down so we can have more bandwidth.
Cool.
And you get the bag too.
So, Jim, anything else cool, new in tool or independent auto market up in the Chi-Town land up your way?
Yeah, World of Wheels.
World of Wheels?
Yeah, that's this week. I think it's going on right now, actually.
I know I was watching that show that I shouted out this last week, Craving Cars. He did the World of Wheels that was out in Kansas City last week.
They're out here now.
Yeah, that looked like a really awesome show to go to. Like, I would enjoy that one almost even better than the Chicago Auto Show.
Yeah, it's like the aftermarket side of it. It is. There's a lot more to check out at that. I mean, we would have had a blast going to that.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's asking for part numbers on this stuff, but I doubt there's anything.
There's no part numbers on this. It's promotional stuff that they just get thrown a whole bunch of big stuff. There's no part numbers on this stuff.
It says China. That's all it says.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Yeah, there's no part numbers on that one. Sorry, man.
Yep. So did you get a chance to play around with that Predator Vision I sent you?
I did. I started to looked into it. I haven't had anything that I've actually had a use on there for it.
You gotta find uses, man. I find them for everything.
So this week I actually haven't had a whole lot of diag stuff. I've had a lot of stuff come in and like this is obviously a busted and blown out water pump, or yeah, you've got a tie rod hanging off your end. So I haven't had to do a whole lot of actual diag this week, unfortunately. But I'm sure I will.
Have a good one, New Level Auto. He's leaving. Sorry.
Thanks, man.
Autobahn
says, get the crate.
Yep. Got to get that Toolheads crate in.
Unfortunately, though, if you do get in on the crate right now, you're going to get in for next month.
But that's okay. Because
too.
month 2 is going to be just as good or better. You know, we've got a couple of these crates going out to a couple of YouTube guys. They're going to be doing some reviews, so you'll get to see what was in the first one.
Yep.
You know, just to get you guys an idea of what was in there. So we've got some really cool stuff lined up for month 2, and we've got a bunch of cool things actually coming out in the next couple of months after that. Also,
Yep.
We've got lots of cool things being set up for it. You know, it's gonna be something awesome, and I have a feeling we're gonna outgrow our garage space here real quick.
Yeah, getting back to setting up the computer out there, you're going to have to do one on the inside for the Rustbelt and then do one on the outside for Toolheads headquarters.
Dude, just about.
Dude, we got 2 extra monitors.
Oh, I know.
We can put 2 extra monitors
It's
out
not
here.
warm out here all the time, though. That's the problem.
Fix that.
And Rod's killing it on the Instagram, too. I'm sure, I don't know if you guys are following the Toolheads Instagram, but jump on it, man. Rod is killing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I slacked the last couple of days and didn't put one in there, but...
Dude, I've slacked on everything the last couple of days. I've been so busy, I haven't looked at social media hardly for anything. I probably have 132 emails and so many messages.
So speaking of people who are going to be doing YouTube videos on the crate, Junk from Work said, I'm doing a full breakdown on mine.
He breaks down everything.
Like, I'm sure he's going to take everything in it and he's going to take it apart.
He's going to take it all apart. He's not exactly going to be sure how it's going to go back together, but he's going to show you every single piece.
And then he's going to draw it
Uh-huh.
on whiteboards.
We do. We're going to need our new sound stage. We're going to need green screen.
Dude, I already want to do a green screen.
Yeah, we're going to need to do some of that. That'd be pretty awesome.
We need the room to do all this shit.
We do. It's sad. You know, we've got this big house.
So you guys remember when Rustbelt did that video of us cleaning the garage and it looks so much nicer?
It looks worse now.
Yeah, it's worse.
It's not as bad as it was.
You don't see what's
Oh,
over
probably
here.
help that I sent you 1,000 boxes, too. 2 crates full of crap.
Yeah, there's 2
they're
pallets
still
of
over
boxes. They're still. We've only gone through, a small amount of those. We've got boxes everywhere. The fillers for everything are all back here. So
They're back here behind the flag. I conveniently hung that to hide things.
Yeah. What's up, Steven?
What's up, Steve?
What's up, Steven?
I want to say I saw somebody in chat earlier said, oh, there it was. He said, I sold my PlayStation to sign up for Toolheads.
It's not going to disappoint. It won't. It's that scientific breakdown.
Thanks, Henry.
Justin said I didn't want to do month to month. I paid 6 months supporting the awesome YouTubers.
It saves you money that way too. If you sign up for,
That's true.
3, 6, 12 months in advance, it actually saves you money on that one. So if you know that you're going to want this thing and not just month by month, then might as well sign up for, a 6, 9, or 3, 6, or 12 month subscription.
Mm-hmm.
Save yourself a couple of bucks on that one.
Yeah, you can sign up for up to a year, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you can do a full year if you want to.
That's probably the best way to do it. You save the most money.
The crate will stand up to rust.
Yes, it
Will.
will.
It's never too late to sign up.
Maybe not water, but
not a whole lot of water and everything. But so, Will, it's not too late to sign up for it. You can sign up for it right now. Unfortunately, you're not going to be in on the very first crate, but you'll be in for the month of April's crate.
Yep.
We're going to keep on doing it. It's not just a one-time gig for us.
No.
Month by month, every single month.
This is something that's going to be going on for a while.
Mm-hmm. Aiden, you are the only one to have signed up from Australia. We do offer shipping to Canada and Australia. So for you guys up in the Canadian land, we do offer shipping up to there to you guys.
Colin, where are you located? Because we are working on trying to get international shipping as much as possible. The biggest thing is just finding out what the shipping costs to those locations would be. So right now, like he said, we do Canada, we do Australia, but that's the only 2 places we really had a huge interest for it, so we made those work. But if there's anybody from, Mexico, South America, or the UK, or whatever, by all means, we'll work on it and see what we can do. Because we want to get this stuff out to you because it's some really cool stuff, and we think that it's stuff that you guys will enjoy.
And the stuff's only getting better too. So the more we're out there, we're actually talking to a lot more tool sponsors and toolbox organization sponsors and hand care sponsors. These people are calling us. We're not even looking for them at this point. So it's once the stuff gets out there, the stuff's only going to get better. The better price we got, the better stuff you get.
And that's what we're definitely putting on doing.
Well, that was with shipping, I bet.
Yeah, with shipping and everything. Yeah, we're gonna be making everything better. We're gonna pass on our savings on to you guys. That's one of the reasons that our motto for the company is cheap box, better stuff. We're not going to be putting a whole lot of money into packaging. We're not going to be putting a whole lot of extra little frills and stuff here and there. What we can afford to get into the box is what we'll put into it. If all of a sudden we get a bigger discount on something for the next month or so, then hey, we're going to pass on that savings and we're going to throw something else into the box. We're going to fill that box up as much as we can for the cost that we get it for.
Yep.
So it's going to be something that we're going to keep on the up and up for you guys, and it's going to be something you'll enjoy.
Those stickers turn out so cool.
Yeah, it looks good. You didn't even show my camera, but that looks good.
Huh?
I said you didn't even show my camera, but that box does look pretty damn slick.
What camera?
This
one. The other camera.
This camera?
Yeah.
Yeah, that camera.
I can't wait to get mine.
But you've seen this.
You've seen this stuff.
You had to okay it.
Thanks for stopping in, Bill. I appreciate it. So, coming up this next week, I'll hopefully be getting out my video for the Duramax stuff that I attempted to do and failed on doing this weekend, so that'll be coming out. Of course, I'll be doing another Rustbelt's Nifty Tools of the Week on Wednesday. I'm going to keep that one on Wednesday. Everybody seems to really enjoy that one. What do you got coming up this week?
Me?
Yeah.
I got a whole bunch of work, man. I don't know what kind of time I'm going to have to be making videos. I know my Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is pretty much booked solid. It's going to be some late nights this week. But I'm actually working on one right now. I'll probably drop it maybe tomorrow night. It's actually apps that help us out as mechanics.
Yeah.
Should be a pretty good one. I didn't spend too much time on it because there's just a world of apps, but it's just apps that, maybe guys might use or people might use, to make our job easier. And the ones that I use, some of my favorites, just kind of a quick talk about it. And, pretty good one. Like the smart tech side of being a mechanic,
Oh, and you have to be up to date on that stuff.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, and any help we can get, let's get it. You know what I mean?
Look, you're showing up.
Truckmaster in the house. What's up, buddy? Good to see you in here.
Long time no see, man.
If you guys haven't checked it out, Truckmaster's got an awesome channel. I was just talking a little bit ago, man. You know, I've been slacking off on doing a lot of Duramax content, and I actually did it today. I picked up some really good deals. I put some performance manifolds, up pipes on both sides, and did a full delete on the truck as well. So hopefully that video, I'll be able to get that one out here in early this next week, and we're going to be talking tunes and stuff for the truck as well, since I did a whole lot of research into tuning these newer diesel trucks also. So we'll be doing that one. So Truckmaster, I know you talked about it there for a little while. You've got a meetup coming up in June. Have you guys actually gotten that one hammered down yet? Out at I think it's Dance Performance Diesel up in Wisconsin. I'm pretty sure is what you guys ended up saying. But yeah, we definitely do need to do some more truck meets, car shows, something along those lines.
Yeah, Josh almost makes me want to get a diesel so I can join in the fun.
You need to, man.
Doesn't he have one sitting at his shop right now?
No, that's mine.
Yeah, we're working on that one, man. I got to talk to you about that one. I called Ed. His wife finally got back to me, so
yeah.
I guess I forgot to do some stuff on my end with that, so kind of felt the letterhead I was telling you about. But we'll work on it. We got other stuff going on. We'll get it out to you. The weather's coming. We got enough time still.
Oh, yeah.
So Brad's Workbench asked when we're going on Shark Tank.
Shark Tank. I don't think we're cool enough to that point yet, but hopefully someday.
We got some other ideas we're working on. We might hit up Shark Tank for. So going back through chat here, I got Brian asking how much should I spend on my toolbox setup. I'll actually be doing a video on that. I got a lot of people interested, and trust me, guys, it's not as much as everybody thinks. I could still send my kids to college. We still got enough money left after buying it.
You got a lot of kids that send to college, man. You sure about that?
You do have a lot of them.
This is what you do, man. You put $1,000 in a CD, let it sit for 20 years, and they're good to go. So that only cost me $5,000.
And dude, legit, if you just
basically you can use it. They can use it to get married. I ain't paying for no 4 weddings, so they can use it to get married, or they can use it for college. And then anything else, I'll help them out with. But that's what you do. We even set myself up with one. Me and my wife set up one too. So let that grow for the next 20 years.
Now, what are you gonna do? You know, your first and oldest daughter gets there, and she's like, "But Dad, I really want an awesome like tool and Snap-on wedding. Would you pay for it? Huh? Got to play to Daddy's."
By that time, I'm hoping I got enough money spent with Snap-on. They'll pay for it for me. They'll sponsor the wedding. They'll sponsor the wedding.
There we go.
No, but I'm telling you, my new Snap-on guy, he is cool. He's actually got another route too. So like how Justin drives a truck for his original guy, this guy Reed's got another route that he has, and he has someone drive with it too. So if he doesn't have it on his truck, he might have it on his second truck.
That's always really nice, and that's
yeah.
I found at least my Snap-on rep. He's got the Snap-on guy who comes to our shop. He's not the owner of the truck. Another guy owns the truck, so he's got 3 routes going currently. So if there's something that we need right off the bat, they'll find it usually within 24 hours and get it there for us.
Yeah, that's cool. I never really knew that they branched out like that until like the last year or so. I thought it was just one person could franchise. You can't like franchise within the franchise or whatever.
You got a partner for that Snap-on wedding dress.
Did you see Justin ATV said later?
Yep.
I'd say.
See you, Justin.
Said they'll be back to the YouTube world soon.
Heck yeah. He got a badass computer set up too.
Yeah.
He needs to get on
yes,
him.
That Predator Vision, the newer Elite is pretty slick. Pretty slick.
What are the biggest differences between the first gen and the second gen thermal imager?
I mean, outside of the basic, obviously bigger screen and things like that.
Better camera, yeah.
Yeah, it's got a secondary camera. The overlay is really a really nice feature. That's something you're going to notice on that thing when you get to using it. Is you'll go to point it at a pulley or a problem area that you're trying to kind of diagnose, and the camera calibrates a lot because when there's a temperature change, it has to change the color of the whole screen.
Right.
So, you'll have your little temperature gauge at the top, and when you go to move it, something ends up being hotter in the picture. It freezes, it calibrates, and the whole screen changes colors. Well, I got that a lot. So when I was holding it at maybe a pulley or a coil or an exhaust, it would calibrate, and I would lose what I was looking at. And looking in predator vision, like, you can barely tell what you're looking at anyways with all the hot, dark spots. So I would have trouble. I would have to move it and be like, is that what I'm looking at? Is that relay, or is it the relay next to it? They did the overlay now where they give you a normal picture. So you're seeing in color. I mean, if you've seen the video, you probably haven't had time to watch the video yet, but I kind of talked about it in that video. That's one of the main ones. That's something I really like. And you could do side by side. You could do, a bunch of stuff I showed in the video. And then it's got a whole bunch more information in it too.
I do remember seeing that whenever Kevin had that thermal imager and he let me borrow it.
Did you play around with it, Ron? Did you open it, take it out of the box, and mess around with it at all?
He let me have one that he had on the truck as a display, and I played around with it for a week.
Yeah.
And, I actually got it out once because I was trying to diagnose it was a latch for a glass that wasn't working properly, and I was trying to find out if like a relay wasn't working properly, and I flipped open the fuse box and pointed at it, and you could see which fuses were glowing red because they were being used.
That's another good one. The parasitic draw. You can put these cars to sleep and just shine it on the relays, and you find out what's pulling power, what module's pulling power. It'll show you the relay, and then you could just look it up what runs underneath that relay, and then you could zone out, kind of zero out exactly what to go after, which is really nice, a really nice feature. But yeah, it's got a lot more information in it too. I dig it. The price tag, I don't know. It could probably be a little bit cheaper compared to the FLIRs, like Autobahn, Dan's saying. But I don't think it's not a it's not based for mechanics. The FLIR's more for, checking temperature, whatever it is. But it's nice. I like it.
Dick Skinner said it was great for finding leaks in the insulation in the attic.
It would be.
Yeah. If you're looking for leaks of any type, regarding heat, that would work tremendously.
My Snap-on guy even said I think the first one he sold to this Elite was actually to like a farmer guy, where I guess the horse was limping around, and the vets couldn't figure out what's wrong with the horse. Well, something was wrong with his leg. He took the heat gun and he looked at his leg, and you could see it was super hot because like all the blood rushing to it or whatever, and took him back to the vet and said, hey, check this out. And yeah, sure as shit, he had like a torn meniscus or something like that or whatever. And he ended up buying it. I guess the wife got all mad, he was telling me. But those things, you could do tons of stuff, man. When I got that one I gave you, Kyle, I was running around using it for everything, man. I was checking my toilets around.
I ran around. When I first got that one, I ran around the house and I took a bunch of pictures of like the dogs.
Yeah.
I was taking pictures of everything, man. You might find even some pictures in there, but yeah.
There was still pictures on it.
Yeah, I was running around taking pictures of everything with that, man.
There's one where it's either his oldest or his wife's like in front of a car like this.
Yeah, that was probably Lauren. I was taking pictures of Lauren. I was running around doing everything with that thing. But that's usually how it is when you get a new tool, though,
Uh-huh.
Kyle, we don't discourage in here. Tools are tools, so.
Matco, I don't know if they have one because they haven't really... my Matco guy, at least, hasn't put out that he's got one. I'm sure they do, but I'm not really sure.
Yeah, probably up here, because Matco doesn't make anything. They get it from, they probably sell Milwaukee versions.
Right, yeah. Matco, they pretty much do a lot of rebranding for a lot of their tools. They don't have stuff that's specifically made for theirs very often at all. But yeah.
I'm really liking that thing, though, that thermal imager.
I'll tell you what I'm liking, since I did the review and found out, exactly what everything did on the multi-probe of Snap-ons, I love using that thing.
Is that the one you ended up keeping? You ended up keeping the multi-probe?
I ended up keeping the Snap-on multi-probe. It does so much more, and it really wasn't that much more on the cost.
Yeah.
So I thought that one was really cool, and I ended up keeping that.
Yeah, you guys should check that multi-probe out if you ain't got it or anybody in chat. That's another great Snap-on tool.
Fart detector.
Yep.
I don't believe we've tried that one.
No, not so much. Well, we're coming up on about the hour here. I've got a couple of other things I wanted to get in for this evening, so I think we're gonna cut the night a little bit on the short side since we usually go like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yeah, but you have also been working on your vehicle for like all day. So.
Dude, I'm dragging.
Kind of tired. You can see it.
Yeah,
I'm pretty tired tonight.
So, what kind of videos you got going on this week, Kyle?
We got
planned?
The Duramax stuff that hopefully I can cut together something. I know I've got a couple little more segments that I need to put into that. And then my nifty tools of the week is going to be every Wednesday.
So, quick question: who's excited about seeing some more diesel stuff on the Rustbelt channel? I know I am.
Yeah.
I mean that's something I kind of wondering too. I mean, I dig seeing it. I like seeing it mixed in with all the rest of the stuff he's good with.
It's cool, and it was kind of to the point here in the winter where it was just kind of. I like doing the diesel stuff, especially at home, messing with my truck here. Not all, it sucks to have to do everything inside at work all the time because that's where I spend all my time every single day. So,
warmer soon.
I'll be doing a lot more things coming around springtime with car shows and with diesel stuff. But I needed to get out of that funk, so we did that today, and of course it just pissed me off a lot more. But it'll come out on the good for that one, anyways.
Real quick, somebody's asking, looking to pick up a 1/2-inch stubby impact gun, Matco or Ingersoll?
I don't have a.
Ingersoll makes it for Matco, so it doesn't matter. Go with the cheaper one.
Yeah, especially when the air tool that they have, the Matco one, yeah, it is an Ingersoll tool.
Yeah, I would go directly to Ingersoll.
Or just get a stubby Milwaukee electric impact.
I heard those are really nice. The Aero stubby Ingersolls are really nice, I heard.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of good things on it. I still, we've gone over to electric tools so much now. Having to drag out that air hose is almost just a pain anymore.
Yeah.
I don't like doing it unless I really have to.
Plug it in now. I'm all shaking my air tool like, why ain't this working? Oh, gotta plug it in.
Uh-huh.
Jim, what do you got planned for videos this week?
I got the app one I'm going to be doing. Didn't really get much out of the truck this week. I did, but nothing to do a haul on or anything like that. But someone said in chat they got to see more competitions with me and the wife, so maybe we'll come up with something. Ooh. I don't want to lose any more of the beard, though.
What are you going to bet this time to lose?
Yeah. I bet the shirt off my back with her, man. She surprised me. But pretty much that's. It's just going to be a busy week. I don't know. I'm going to probably just if something comes up, something cool comes up, maybe diagnostic related or something like that, we'll do a quick hands-on or something like that. Tools in action or something. Tools in use, I should say. But don't want to get sued over here.
Nah, whatever. You do you. Captain Ron, what do you got coming up?
Well, considering that I start back to school tomorrow, videos are going to be a little sparse, but I'm going to start working on doing some footage and see what I can get lined up for interviews with some of the guys at school, showing you guys around what a actual automotive campus looks like nowadays. Just give you guys kind of a little behind the scenes, what's expected of a school, what you have to do to look into getting into school for all you new technicians. So make sure you stay tuned for that. And I don't know, maybe I'll go to Harbor Freight on the way home one day and pick up some, maybe do a tour of what kind of stuff they have.
Do a Harbor Freight run. That'd be cool.
Do
a Harbor Freight run and just, talk about what kind of stuff to pick up for the beginner technician. I know I've already done a tool video about that, but I know a lot of people said they liked that, so I could go in and just, kind of talk about what's there, what's good, what's junk, that kind of stuff.
Audubon Dan said he's hitting 5K on his Instagram. He's going to be possibly doing a giveaway.
Oh, yeah?
He's got a really good Instagram account.
Luckily, I follow him, so.
Yeah, there's all kinds of guys. I like the community that we have. We like promoting each other. So a lot of these people on here, Christine, Audubon Dan, they've got some really good Instagram channels. And then there's a bunch of YouTube channels on here. 410. He's on here. Brad's Workbench has got a YouTube channel on here. Mm-hmm. So, and then there's this JRC 54 guy down here. He's got a YouTube channel, I think.
Yeah, he's all right.
He's
Ah,
Well,
stepping it up.
Jump from work, I did see that Justin Dow has been running around all these different auto parts stores and automotive stores doing video inside of there too. So,
That's neat. It's a neat one.
I won't say I didn't get inspiration from that, but I got inspiration from that.
Yeah, it's neat what he's doing, man. That's kind of cool. I don't know. I'm surprised the Sears even let him in.
That's true.
Yeah, no kidding.
Or they let anybody in.
That's the most tools I've ever seen in a Sears. So I don't know. We don't have any Sears like that around here. Whatever's
Ours
left.
just closed down, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, ours is gone now.
Ours is gone, and it says for sale or lease.
Yep. Well, that's about all we do have for you guys this evening. I do appreciate everybody tuning into the channel. If you have not already, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. That always helps us to do that. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to Captain Ron and Mr. JRC54 as well.
Down here.
He's down there. Make sure you subscribe to their channels, get them boosted up. And if you haven't, make sure you sign up for your Toolheads crate.
Yep.
We're going to be coming out with new cool stuff every single month inside of those. They're going to be shipping on
5 days.
15th of every month. Marches will ship out in 5 days. This Friday is when they're
most
going
of
to
you guys
ship
will
out.
have your crates in about 10 days, I'd say.
Racer's Creed says, what if you never went to school? Is it possible to become a Chrysler tech? I have 17 years of independent shops.
This guy right here, he started Chrysler's. Well, you can do it without going to school. It's usually a quicker road there to get to the trained portion if you go to school. But it is possible to do it without having to go to school.
Yep.
It is. All right. Well, that's about all I've got for you guys tonight. I appreciate you guys tuning in. It has been an awesome adventure again. Hopefully we'll be seeing more of each other this week on the channel. Make sure you stay tuned in for that. Appreciate it. You guys stay awesome.
We'll see you guys later.
See you guys.